Roy Amara's Long Shadow, The Futurist Who Saw AI Coming, read by Lance Shields. The man who saw the future but didn't overhype it. In 1970s Palo Alto, a futurist named Roy Amara sat at his desk, deep in thought. He wasn't the kind of man who made bold, headline-grabbing predictions. He wasn't trying to sell an idea, raise funding, or bet on a specific technology. Instead, he was searching for a pattern, the kind of slow, underlying force that explains why revolutions never arrive exactly when we expect them to. Amara, the president of the Institute for the Future, or IFTF, spent his career observing how technology enters the world, not in grand, sudden shifts, but through waves of enthusiasm, skepticism, and eventually quiet but profound transformation. And from this work, he articulated a simple but astonishingly accurate law. We tend to overestimate the effect of a technology in the short run and underestimate the effect in the long run. At first glance, it seems like an elegant way to describe hype cycles. But it's more than that. It's a universal truth about innovation. The first waves of excitement often give way to frustration when things don't change as quickly as expected. Then, just as people move on, the real transformation happens, slowly, steadily, and far more profoundly than anyone imagined. The origins of Amara's law. Amara wasn't making guesses. He was watching history unfold. In the 1960s and 70s, technology was advancing at a breakneck pace. Computers were shrinking, AI research was exploding, and early futurists were making wild claims about the imminent arrival of intelligent machines. But something didn't sit right with Amara. He had seen similar enthusiasm before, the hype around space exploration, early AI experiments, the first wave of personal computing. These technologies weren't failing, they were simply following a predictable trajectory. The cycle always repeated. Big promises, slow adoption, then seismic change. How Amara's law has played out in technology. Over and over again, Amara's law has held true. The Internet, 1990s to 2000s. In the late 90s, dot-com companies were supposed to change everything overnight. Then came the crash. But in the long run, the internet didn't just recover, it became the fabric of modern life. Self-driving cars, 2010s to today. We were promised highways full of autonomous vehicles by now. Instead, we have a frustrating near misses, cars that can handle 90% of driving but fail at the last 10%. Yet, in another 20 years, self-driving technology may be so seamless we barely notice it. Crypto and Web3, 2000s, and who knows when. The world was supposed to move to decentralized finance, but instead, we got speculation, scams, and regulatory pushback. Dismissed by many today, blockchain technology may still change fundamental systems, but just not in the ways its early evangelists predicted. How Amara's law shapes AI today. Right now, AI is at a peak short-term overestimation. Every industry is racing to integrate it, every startup seems to be AI-powered, and every keynote is packed with predictions of imminent transformation. And yet, as we've seen before, reality is more complicated. AI chatbots make confident but incorrect claims. Large language models lack real reasoning abilities. Businesses struggle to integrate AI into workflows. Ethical concerns over bias, misinformation, and job displacement loom. This is the short-term reality check, the moment when people start saying AI is overhyped. But if Amara's law holds, that's precisely when things are about to get interesting. AI and the future of work. The real impact of AI on work won't be about elimination, it will be about transformation. Entire professions won't vanish overnight, but they will change in ways that are difficult to predict. Work will be augmented, not replaced. The first wave of AI tools like GitHub Copilot for coding or Midjourney for design aren't replacing professionals. They're making them faster, more creative, and more efficient. The rise of AI native jobs. Just as the internet created roles like UX designers and social media managers, AI will spawn new jobs: prompt engineers, AI trainers, human-machine collaboration strategists. From efficiency to competitive differentiation. Companies are using AI for automation now, but the real value will emerge when they use it for new products, personalized experiences, and creative breakthroughs. Leadership will have to change. Traditional hierarchies will be challenged. Companies that thrive in the AI era will move away from rigid, top-down decision-making and toward more adaptive, AI-informed strategies. What comes next? Amara's Law reminds us that we're just at the beginning. Right now, we're caught in the hype cycle, expecting radical transformation overnight. But real change takes time. And when it arrives, it will be bigger, stranger, and more profound than we can currently imagine. The companies that thrive won't be just the ones that deploy AI the fastest. They'll be the ones that ask the right questions. What does AI make possible that was never before imaginable? How does AI change the fundamental structure of work? What does the world look like when AI is as ingrained in our lives as electricity or the internet? Roy Amara didn't live to see the full impact of AI, but his words are more relevant than ever. The real AI revolution isn't happening today, but it's coming. And when it does, it won't just change industries, it will change the world.